Okay, the next page is finding slope from a pair of points. This should also be a review, but remember whenever you watch these videos that if you go to a problem and you're struggling, that you can stop and rewatch the video so that you can see the steps over and over and over again. Okay. Also, the good thing about this is the first problem on each page that you're doing has been done by me with a video so you can follow along step by step. Okay, so here we're finding the slope from a pair of points. So what we have to remember here is that slope is equal to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Okay, so we need to know what y2, y1, and x2 and x1 are. So when I look at problem number 1, I'm just going to label what I already know. So I know that -5 is an x value, -2 is a y value, 5 is an x value, and 4 is a y value. But I need y2, y1, and x2 and x1, so I have to say, okay, one of these points is going to be my first point, and one of them is going to be my second point. So I'm going to say this is my first point, I'll put a little 1 beside them. And I'll say 5, 4 is my second point, and I'll put a 2 beside them. So now all I have to do is plug into the formula. So in the numerator it says y2 minus y1. So my y2 value is 4 minus my y1 value is -2. And in the denominator it says x2, so my x2 value is 5. Minus my x1 value is -5. So 4 minus -2, I can circle my double negative and say that's actually going to be add. And I know that 4 plus 2 is 6. In the denominator, I'm going to do the same thing. Circle my double negative, make that a plus. 5 plus 5 is 10. So my slope here is 6 over 10. If you want to simplify that, you can. If you don't, you don't have to. But if I did, I would simplify to 3 over 5. Okay, go ahead and pause this video and work on that first sheet. This next one is a combination of several different things. Okay, the first one is finding the slope of a line. So, same thing, we're going to find where the line crosses some of those crosshairs. So there's one and maybe another good one. I don't know, this one. Okay. So I'm going to draw a line straight down, straight across. I'm trying to make that right angle there. So slope is equal to rise over run, and I went down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 places, and over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 places. So rise 6, run 7. Okay, here's the most important part. We have to look at that line and say, okay, from left to right, what is that line doing? Is it increasing? Is it decreasing? Is it horizontal? Is it vertical? And in this case, it is a decreasing line. So from left to right, it is going down, which means our slope is going to be negative. So I'm going to put a little negative sign there. Okay. Down here at the bottom, this is saying, okay, here's the equation of a line. What is the slope here? We're going to come back to this in a later video, so you can skip 5 through 10 here until after that video. Okay, this next page is the same as the one you did earlier, where you're finding the slope using the slope formula. So y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1.